CBS 2 News starts now.
Welcome to CBS 2 News this midday. This is a live look at downtown Boise. It's Wednesday, January 15th, 2025. I'll have your full forecast coming up in just a few minutes, but first, you're looking at Olympic Boulevard in Los Angeles. The latest numbers related to the Los Angeles area wildfires are staggering. At least 25 people are dead, according to the county medical examiner. FEMA saying it has received more than 40,000 applications for help from residents. The National Weather Service says the LA fire risk is higher today. It's re-upping the severity of its red flag warning. As of this midday, the Eaton fire, now just over 14,000 acres and 45% contained, and the Palisades fire, over 23,000 acres and only 19% contained. CAL FIRE now ranking the Eaton blaze as the most destructive in Southern California history, and the Palisades fire as the second. New analysis images from satellites and wildfire cameras suggest the Palisades fire might have been ignited near the burn scar from a blaze earlier this month. Experts claiming a perfect storm of wind and dryness caused the fires to spread rapidly. CAL FIRE saying no fire department in the world could have done better with these conditions. But newly surfaced video shows firefighters warned city leaders of understaffing just last month.
We're down here helping CAL FIRE, doing what they need.
CUNA firefighters in LA helping battle the Eaton fire. Crews with a handle on about a third of it this morning. Though sharing on social media, CUNA Fire won't share their exact location for safety reasons, and posts will be delayed. And Middleton fire crews sharing this video on social media, also helping CAL FIRE crews in LA. They say their hearts go out to the families in Southern California experiencing loss. All right, let's take a live look outside right now. We're looking at a beautiful day across downtown Boise. We're looking at those clear, sunny skies, and we're going to continue to see that for the rest of the afternoon. Now, here's a look at how things look outside temperature-wise, but first, here's a beautiful picture of Bogus Basin. Now, current temperatures right now, we're 34 degrees in Boise, 34 in Nampa, 32 degrees in Ontario, 31 degrees in Mountain Home, and 19 degrees in McCall. Other current temperatures around the region were 11 in Stanley, 21 in Sun Valley, 17 in Salmon, 33 in Baker City, 32 in Ontario, and 34 for our friends in Caldwell. We do have a weather advisory to get you in the know of this morning. We have an air stagnation advisory in effect for the upper and lower Treasure Valley, the Boise Mountains, and the West Central Mountains. Now that's in effect until Friday at 11 a.m. Here's a look at clouds and radar. Not much going on out there. Just some scattered clouds out there to portions of eastern Idaho. But right here in the Treasure Valley, we're looking pretty clear, as you saw. All right, here's a look at our forecast for today. We'll see a high of 39 degrees under mostly sunny skies. We'll continue to see dry conditions, and we'll be right around that average temperature. We're going to see a high today of 41 in Ontario, 43 in Caldwell, and 41 in Baker City. Now here's what we can expect for the next 5 days. We'll see Thursday and Friday a pair of 40s. We'll see it get chillier on the weekend in the 30s. I'll let you know why and how cold we'll get coming up. Switching gears, Idaho lawmakers are approving several draft bills for full hearings. First off, the House Education Committee considering a proposal to ban all flags in public schools except the national and Idaho flags, and keep any political, ideological, or religious flags out of classrooms.
Every day that we stand in front, we go in the House, we all come to attention, we put our hands on our heart, and we all pledge allegiance. That's an immense, powerful ritual that we do to show our commitment to the Republic and the unity we have. Here we have this room right here, we have the American flag and the state flag. There's a time to have the flag, and there's other times for other flags.
The legislation moving to a full House hearing without objection. Similar bills making their way through these steps before, but have yet to pass. The House State Affairs Committee moving forward, considering legislation that takes aim at illegal immigration. the representative sponsoring the legislation, saying it would create state-level offenses for anyone entering the country without going through an official border checkpoint. If they're caught in Idaho, first-time offenders will receive a misdemeanor, and if they commit a second crime, it would go to a felony and they would face deportation. However, the committee says they have some concerns, like whether this violates the supremacy clause of the Constitution, putting migrants at risk for double jeopardy or being charged with the same crime twice, and what it will cost the state. The sponsor saying they will address these issues in a full hearing, the committee voting for the bill to move ahead. And in the House Transportation Committee, Representative Brandon Mitchell introducing draft legislation to make it so kids don't have to wear helmets when riding UTVs. Right now, under law, those under 18 must wear helmets when riding in UTVs. This legislation would only require seat belts and a roll cage. A Senate Transportation Committee, one representative hoping to lower the cost of a driver's license for seniors.
Here, this legislation, what it seeks to do is reduce the cost of a 4-year driver's license for senior citizens, anyone that is 63 years old and over. Currently, they're paying $35, and we're seeking to lower it to $30.
According to Senator Brandon Shippey, those 63 and older can't renew a driver's license for 8 years, which is $60. He says constituents came to him with this proposal. The committee voting to introduce this bill as well. Happening today in the Idaho legislature, quite a few items on the agenda. In the House Business Committee, a bill covering changes to the Idaho Building Code Act, the Idaho Athletic Commission, and wildfire insurance. In the House Judiciary Committee, Rules and Administration Committee, a bill to raise the fine amount for low-level marijuana possession, and a change to behavioral threat assessment teams. In the Senate Resources and Environment Committee, new rules regulating the disposal of radioactive material not regulated under the Atomic Energy Act of 1954, and a pending rule over water quality standards. In the Senate Health and Welfare Committee, a pending rule over newborn screening, a temporary and pending rule over use and disclosure of Department of Records, and 2 pending rules over substance abuse disorder services and adult mental services. We will keep you updated with what's going on in the Senate House today. Tune to CBS 2 News at 4 or head to idahonews.com. Well, coming up next on CBS 2 News, the details on how Boise State's new School of Computing is shaping Idaho's tech future. And it's time for the question of the day. But first, let's look at yesterday's question. Grubhub says in 2024, drivers delivered 1 ton of this trendy food to customers. What was it? Well, the answer was cottage cheese, which I was shocked about. Now for today's question, 40% of employees say this is the worst thing about a company holiday party. What is it?
This segment is sponsored by Bear.
We're coming off the hectic holiday season, and many are often looking at the first of the year as a clean slate. So while I encourage thinking about health and wellness at any point in the year, the first of the year is oftentimes when it's top of mind. Bayer actually conducted some research that supported about 60% of women are looking at adding a New Year's resolution for 2025, and 2/3 of women are prioritizing health goals within that. So there's no doubt that health and wellness are top of mind as we're heading into the new year. So first, what is a nutritional gap? So a nutritional gap is when we're not meeting the minimum recommended requirements of a nutrient to feel our best. So first and foremost, I recommend getting a wide variety of fruits and vegetables in lots of colors and adding that to your plate. So this can be a way to not only help meet nutritional needs, but make sure you're getting in a lot of great produce as well. So at Bayer, we're working with agricultural innovation, connecting with farmers so that we can bring convenience and taste to produce at the grocery store and ultimately to your home. So as a mom of 2, convenience and taste are king. And so making sure, it's not nutrition till it's eaten. So keeping things on hand that my kids enjoy, but are also convenient. Things like snacking peppers, we like to keep those washed and in the fridge. Things like cherry tomatoes. These could all be ways to contribute to overall really great nutrition to your day. Now, if you are not getting a diverse diet, then consider adding in a multivitamin that might be right for you. So Bayer's one-a-day brands have multiple different varieties based on age, gender, and nutritional needs. So consider talking to your doctor to see if you've got any nutritional gaps and if adding a micronutrient supplement might be right for you. So I think, we automatically jump to healthy eating, which is super important. As I said, 9 out of 10 Americans aren't getting that recommended produce. We're also thinking about things like getting more active. Those are things that we're seeing a lot in the media, also critically important. But things that we're not necessarily thinking about are adding to our list to get into our primary care physician. So making sure that we get a baseline of our health can be really good as we set out for accomplishing health goals in the new year. Make sure during that visit, they're screening for things like heart disease. You also want to check if you're a male for prostate cancer, as well as kidney disease. Make sure you're getting those screenings. In addition, if you're a female over 40, make sure that you get in for your mammogram as well. Again, even if you feel great, it's really important to get in and have those regular health checks to stay healthy and stay on target. In addition, you might want to consider looking at your medicine cabinet, something not a lot of us think about, but as medications expire, they could lose their effectiveness. So as we're still in cold and flu season, and even thinking to the season ahead of seasonal allergies, get in your medicine cabinet, take a look at it, make sure things aren't expired and that they're all in stock. You can check out bayer.us. You can also go to amazon.com/oneaday to find more information.
Leaders in Learning is sponsored by CapEd Credit Union.
Boise State University is stepping into the future with its new School of Computing. The goal? To meet Idaho's growing need for tech talent while driving innovation and boosting the economy. Andrew Vincent has the details.
Well, BSU is shaking up how it approaches technology with its new School of Computing. I spoke with Director Ira Burton and Dean Joanne Leidy about how this program will prepare students for high-demand tech jobs and shape Idaho's future. The goal of Boise State's School of Computing is to redefine how technology impacts education and the workforce in Idaho.
I think it's a really exciting opportunity for Boise State to start a School of Computing because it fits the growing demand of computing students for the state. Software, cybersecurity, data science, AI, it's a growth trend that is very critical for us to meet the need. The school brings together faculty from 14 departments across the university, emphasizing collaboration.
As we think about cyber or AI, the societal impacts, the ethical impacts of that. And so this one school could look at all of those kind of facets of computing across the board. The program also connects students with local companies, providing hands-on experience in fields like cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, and data science. One of the major goals of the School of Computing is to be a front door for industry. So building these partnerships with tech companies or companies that just have tech-related challenges, having this front door enables them to come in, meet with the school, and then find the right faculty, the right students throughout the university, regardless of which organization inside the university they live. And beyond academics, the School of Computing focuses on the impact of technology, ensuring students are ready for this ever-changing world.
It's really the opportunity to help students navigate really complex structures in terms of where they want to go and what their job wants to be. We have, as we kind of march through all of these different thought processes of how it should come about, we're just really grateful for such strong support by industry and by the community at large for this next step that the College of Engineering in Boise State is taking.
So with innovation, collaboration, and opportunity at its core, the School of Computing is establishing Boise State as a leader in tech education. Reporting in studio, I'm Andrew Vincent.
All right, let's take a live look across the Gem State here. We're going to look at our favorite cameras. We're going to see Caldwell, Boise, Tamarack, and Bogus Basin. We're looking at pretty clear, mostly sunny skies out there. It's a beautiful morning. Look at those skies in Bogus Basin. Here's how it looks outside of our CBS 2 studios. As I mentioned, we're just mostly sunny skies. Not really any clouds here in this shot, but there are a couple clouds up there. Here's how it looks outside right now. We're 34 degrees in downtown Boise with winds that are calm. We're seeing the dew point at 22 degrees, and it feels like 34 degrees outside. Other temperatures across the region, we are 32 in Baker City, 32 in Ontario, 11 chilly degrees in Stanley, 19 in McCall, 21 in Sun Valley, and we're 25 degrees in Pocatello. Now, here's what we can expect for the next couple of days. We're going to see some normal temperatures for now, the next couple of days, but along with those sunny skies, we will see that end on Friday as a dry Canadian front moves into the area. That will bring temperatures cooler this weekend. We will see temperatures 5 to 10 degrees below the average temperature of 38 degrees. We'll see some lows in the higher elevations in the single digits and negatives, and I'll go over that here in just a second. Now, here's a look at satellite and radar. Right now, we have a high pressure system, a giant one at that, off the coast, and it's going to move its way out. And in its place, we will see a low pressure system move into the area, and that will be responsible for the colder temperatures this weekend as that Canadian air is coming in, and it will definitely chill things off for not only the weekend, but also part of next week as well. Now, here's a look at our extended forecast for the Treasure Valley. We'll see those mostly sunny skies today with a high of 40. Rinse and repeat for tomorrow, rinse and repeat for Friday, all highs of 40 degrees. But as we move into the weekend, we'll see that temperature jump from 40 to 34 degrees for a high on Saturday under those mostly sunny skies. We'll see a low of 21 into Sunday. We'll see a partly cloudy day on Sunday with a high of 33. Into the day Monday, we'll see a low of 19. A mostly sunny day on Monday with a high of 31 degrees. Will be chilly again on Monday evening into Tuesday morning. And we'll see a partly cloudy day on Tuesday with a high of 33 degrees. Now, for our friends in the mountains, it's going to be a little chillier up there. We'll see a mostly sunny day today with a high of 36 degrees overnight. We'll see a low of 16. We'll see a high tomorrow of 34 degrees, another low of 16 into Friday. Friday, you'll start to see it get a little chillier. We'll see a high temperature of 25 degrees under partly cloudy skies, and we'll see that low overnight 15 degrees. As we wake up on the day on Saturday, we will see a chilly day. We will see a high of 23 degrees on Saturday. Moving Saturday into Sunday, we'll see a low of 6 degrees. And if you look there on Tuesday, we'll see a low of -2 Monday into Tuesday. Well, coming up on CBS 2 News, confirmation hearings on what's happening on Capitol Hill. We'll bring you the latest.
The following segment is sponsored by Knocking.
All right, guys, you're going to want to act quickly on these. This is one of an America's Steals and Deals favorites because they really work. Just check out these before and afters from Wrinkle Schminkles. These patches have truly impressed me. They've gotten rid of my fine lines and they've made my skin feel incredibly hydrated. This brand is trusted by dermatologists and plastic surgeons. And guess what? All those celebrities you admire, this is what they're using. These patches will smooth out wrinkles without spending hundreds of dollars. It's medical grade silicone, and what they do is they bring more collagen to your skin, increase hydration, and they'll leave your skin glowing. And they're so easy to use. Wash and dry your face, peel the back of your patch, and simply place it on. I have mine on my eye, but we have one for every area of concern. You can leave this on for 1 to 2 hours or all night while you sleep. You can reuse these up to 20 times. And for anyone seeking a non-invasive way to fight aging, Wrinkles Schminkles is definitely worth a try. And right now, we're offering up to 30% off on Wrinkle Schminkles. Head on over to asadeals.com for this exclusive offer.
This is CBS 2 News Midday.
Welcome back. Developing now, mediators say a ceasefire deal between Israel and Hamas has been reached. It brings a pause to the 15-month war in Gaza. The deal comes after weeks of negotiations that come close that have come close many times only to fall through. Hamas is expected to release hostages in phases. Israel will release hundreds of Palestinian prisoners, and hundreds of thousands of displaced Palestinians can return to what's left of their homes in Gaza. Pamela Bondi also set to start her confirmation hearing on Capitol Hill. Today, the former Florida Attorney General and corporate lobbyist will answer questions from the Senate Judiciary Committee on her background, experience, and loyalty to President-elect Donald Trump. The president-elect picked Bondi to lead the Justice Department, the same agency Trump said he'd use to get revenge on his political enemies. The hearing is set to continue tomorrow. And Trump's Secretary of State nominee Marco Rubio starts his confirmation hearing today, too. The Florida senator is set to answer questions from the Senate Foreign Relations Committee. He's expected to be confirmed with support from both Republicans and Democrats. Rubio has years of experience as a senator with time on the Foreign Relations Committee and the Senate Intelligence Panel. Rubio says he would carry out the president-elect's America First vision by putting the U.S. interests above anyone else. Now it's time for our question of the day. 40% of employees say this is the worst thing about a company holiday party. The answer is having to buy their own drinks. I feel you on that. Our next newscast is today at 4, and we will continue to update your local news and weather on idahonews.com. Have a wonderful afternoon.
Take the news with you on the radio. News Talk KBOI. And for news and information 24 hours a day, click on idahonews.com. Watch for our next local newscast on CBS 2, today at 4. Connect with CBS 2 for your local news and weather on idahonews.com.